Hi students, in today's video we are going to learn programming language using Scratch. So what is Scratch? Actually Scratch is a project that has been developed by MIT, the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, which has developed this platform for people like us who can learn coding by doing simple statements and by putting simple things. So my dear students, let us start with a simple project what we will be building today. So as you can see the platform has various things such as the code, the backdrops, the sounds, and here you will see a screen where the sprite, what does sprite stands for actually? Sprite stands for the character that you are including, like we have included a cat, we have included a trash can, and we have included a trash pile. I will be explaining to you this project, how it is working and how I have developed this, and in further videos I will be guiding you, I will be providing you the instructions on how to build your own such project and more amazing projects than this. So let's start with the backdrop thing. First of all, we have added three backdrops. The first one is forest, the second one is underwater, and the third one is the winner card. So yeah, we have three backgrounds in our game. We have the forest level, we have the underwater level, and we have the winner. When we will win the game, we will be getting that. So we have also sounds. We have a pop sound. If let me play it. Yeah, we have a pop sound. So how will it work? We will see in the later video. Let us start with the programming, how we are programming this. So first of all, we have included three sprites here. By using this button, we can choose a particular sprite that is available at Scratch platform, or we can also paint them on ourselves, and we can also create some surprised like this, like we got a mermaid here but we do not need it for our current project, so let us cancel it. Now we can also upload our own sprite. So if you see, we have uploaded some of our sprites here, like the trash pile and the trash can. We have included it like this. So yes, let us start with the project. Let's first think of in terms of the background. So when the game has to be started, so my dear children, what you see in a game at the very first is the message or a welcome message or a background. You get the background very first. So whenever we click this flag button, we get something, like we get something. Whenever we are clicking that flag button, we are getting something, and we got the sound also. So you can see there is a background. We have an score, a variable which is at initially set to 0. So let us first use these things, how the background will appear. So in the backdrop, if I click, and if I click at the code, like suppose I have clicked on this, and when I'm clicking at the code, so I am at the coding part of the backdrops, of the backgrounds that I am creating. So currently I have created the program because I am sharing just a demo class for this. So if you see, we have a very first label as when green flag clicked. So where did from I added this? So I have some events. Like when clicked, I dragged and dropped it here. So whenever a flag is clicked, something happens. So what things can happen? So if you see, all of these things are breakable. They are made side by side. They are made by adding each block, by adding the blocks from here according to our project, according to our logic that we are building. So currently, first, whenever a green flag is clicked, we get to see, we set means we are setting the value of what? Of score. Like you can also have other variables like my variable, rename a variable and delete the score variable. So let's not get into that deeper in this video, but we are setting a score to 0 because initially the game level should start with 0, otherwise that will be considered as cheating if the hero is getting the values initially. So yeah, also whenever the flag is being clicked, it is setting to something forever. Forever means a loop is running, and when the loop is running, we have already switched the backdrop to the forest one. If I clicked it to the underwater and then I click on the green flag, then you can see it is working. We are switching the backdrop whenever we are clicking on the green flag. So let's first select it to the forest because our logic is built to be the forest backdrop first and the underwater backdrop after. Later something values will be checked. So yeah, we have two blocks here, my dear students. We have two blocks here, like if block and the second if block. So when this forever loop starts to run, then we get to see, let me delete this, we get to see an if block, and it is checking, is your score equals to 5? So is your score equals to 5? No, currently our score is 0. So whenever I click on this, I switch already to the forest, and I am also checking the condition, is my score equals to 5? Yeah, then if it equals to 5, then we are switching the backdrop to underwater. So whenever the score will turn to 5, our background will be switched from forest to the underwater. Now the second if statement comes where the score equals 10. So when the score will become 10, then we win the game and our backdrop switches to you win. Like as I have shown you, we have 3 backdrops. The third backdrop comes and you get to see this winning backdrop here. So currently what we understood this complete block statement, which is saying that whenever we are starting the game, our variable score is set to 0 and our forest backdrop is initially selected. Also we have something like this. I will be telling you when we will be coding these parts. So don't focus on these things. First of all, focusing on the background and the overall scenario of the game. So now when this backdrop will be switched to forest initially, then a loop runs, and in that loop 2 statements are being checked. The first one is checked, is your score equals to 5? So whenever the score is equals to 5, then our backdrops remains the so whenever a score turns 5, our backdrop also switches to underwater. And when our score turns to 10, then from that underwater backdrop we are again transitioning to the another backdrop, which is the you win. You will see the winning backdrop here, and that we stop the complete background, we stop the execution of our code. But behind the scenes there are few other things that are working along this game. The things are the sprite. This one is sprite, the cat. So we also have coded the cat programming. We also have programmed the cat on how it should behave. So I will be telling you these things in the next lecture, but let us take an overall look at this thing. When the flag is clicked, so this flag and this flag are all same. So whenever this flag will be clicked, that particular flag will also be clicked. Like let me show you, when we will be clicking this flag, then it will be having a yellow line there. So let me start. You can see like if you can see, let me share it with you. Whenever we are clicking, our highlighting code is this. In every sprite our highlighting code is this. This is not being highlighted, so I think it is not being run currently. All right, so now when I click that sprite, all right, so when I click on that green flag, I have something show. Show means I see this on my screen, and then again a forever loop runs and we get to see the position. So in coordinate geometry, if you have understood it at your elementary level, that in mathematics there are major 2 axes in a 2D plane. So the axes are the x-axis and the y-axis. So if the x-axis is this, then the y-axis will be the horizontal axis. All right, but in real life scenario, we consider this as x-axis and we consider this as the y-axis. the top to bottom is the y-axis and the left to right is the x-axis. So if this statement has to run, then it is checking that is the x position is greater than 240. So is the sprites position is greater than 240. So if it supposing that this sprites is coming out of this screen, so actually it will set it to the default value. It will set it to the complete value that will be already in that frame. So why we are doing this is that this programming block is only made to put a logic that our sprite or say our main character does not go beyond the frame, because if it goes beyond the frame, then it will run this program, and this set statement will set the x value again to 240. Same here, it will set the negative x value, which is this one. It will set the negative x value to again minus 240. That means it will not go beyond 240 and minus 240 from the horizontal part, and from the vertical it will not go beyond from 180 to minus 180. Now coming towards these ones, how can you see is that when right arrow is pressed, then we are changing the x coordinate by 10 points. Like I'm pressing the right arrow, so let me press it. Let me start it first. Okay, so I'm pressing, and you can see the highlighted part of this block. I'm pressing the right arrow, and every time whenever this arrow is pressed, 10 centimeter, or you can say 10 units is being displaced of that particular character, and you can see left and up and down, and all these things work like this. So now coming towards the another sprite that we have added. This is the trash can that we have. So the trash can is again being programmed whenever we are triggering this green flag, or we can say that whenever we are running this flag, then our program executes, and when the program executes, we have some random location. So every time whenever I am triggering this green flag, I am getting this random location. So my dear students, this random location is being chosen because of this. From minus 200 to 200 I can choose, and from minus 150 to 150, positive 150. So between these coordinates I can put this particular trash can, and you will see that it will not go here, because whenever I will be executing, it will be between 200 to 200 and 150 to 150, which is negative and positive between. Alright, then the show button says that the trash can will be seen on that screen, and the forever loop again runs, and the statements are being checked. So if you put some focus here, then you will see that if my score turns 5, currently it is 2. So if my score turns 5, then is my sprite touching it? Okay, let me touch it. Is my sprite touching it? Yeah, I have touched it. So when I touched it, something happens. What happens? A noise came, which was the pop sound. Let me put it again. So yeah, you got the pop sound, as well as the score is being changed. Like you see it from 2 to 4, it has changed. And also another when the score is changed, the sprite is also put to a random location once again, because it is a game, and the trash that we are picking up from our environment, we are making our earth eco-friendly, which means the trash should be at any random location. It can be at any random location. So my dear students, this if block is completely working on that scenario, that the trash is random, the sound is placed whenever the cat is touching this, and something is happening. Alright, now coming towards the another trash pile. This trash pile says that when the green flag is clicked, then if the score is greater than 4, yeah, it is greater than 4, it is 6, and is it less than 10? Yeah, it is less than 10. Then show this thing, and you come to the another backdrop as the underwater backdrop. So the underwater backdrop should be executed, but let's see here, and the same logic that we have put here, the same logic is being put here. Like if I go to it and touch it, then the same noise comes, and the random location has been chosen for that particular thing. And when I go to 9, at the last, the 10th one, when I will be touching this, it will change the theme. So it has changed it to the third backdrop that we had chosen. So let's start again. Let's start the game. So we have the trash can. Let us play it. Let us enjoy the game. and tell me, students, if you want the instructions on how this programming is made, then I will be extremely happy to teach you how we are coding on this Scratch app. So I'm putting the down arrow. I am making 10 units shift to the right. Oh, we touched it and we got the pop sound. Now the second one, let me run fast. We have to clean the complete earth. The third one, all right. And if I am touching the fifth one, okay, I go to the underwater, and let's before the cat suffocates from oxygen, let us clean this trash pile. Okay, we got another one. Okay, we got another one. 8, we got the score. 9, we got the 10, and guys, you win. So I hope you like this video. That is all I'm sharing with you today, and I would love to teach you how this coding thing works and how we can also code this in real life. Like, we are coding this here, but we can also program our own game in real programming language. Alright, students, that's all for today. Signing off, Decoding, and my name is Mukul Chan.